the Speeding Bulletin. My name is Steve Younis from SupermanHomepage.com. This is all the Superman related news that happened during the week June 15th to June 21st, 2012. The big news this week came from Variety's Showblitz.com, who reported that Hans Zimmer will do the musical score for Man of Steel. This will mark the first Snyder-directed movie on which the Helmer hasn't worked with composer Tyler Bates. Zimmer, of course, scored Nolan's Batman movies, Inception, and many other films. Superman vs. the Elite, which was released this past week, is probably the most adult of all the Superman-related DC Universe animated original movies I've seen. You can read my full review at the Superman homepage now. World'sFinestOnline.com posted an interview with composer Robert Crowell, in which they asked him about creating the musical score for Superman vs. the Elite. He said, "I'm thrilled with how it all turned out, with the exception of unfortunately losing my main title music at the 11th hour. The visuals were not available to me during composing for the main title, so when they were finally complete, the executive producer felt it didn't match." Superman homepage member George Pitcher spoke with Ilya Salkind on the phone this week, chatting about all things Superman related, including Superboy the TV series, his thoughts on Richard Donner, Christopher Reeve, the upcoming Man of Steel movie, and more. You can check out the conversation report on the Superman homepage now. In TV news, Warner Home Video has released the back cover artwork for the upcoming DVD collection titled Young Justice Dangerous Secrets, which will collect the final 14 episodes of the first season of the animated series on 2 discs. Set for a July 24 release, you can pre-order your Young Justice Dangerous Secrets DVD from our online store. Smallville Season 7 to 10 trading cards are now available. The all-new collectible cards showcase the most exciting and memorable moments from the final 4 seasons of Smallville. The much-anticipated release features an 85-card-based set, along with randomly inserted cast autographs and wardrobe memorabilia, including pieces of Clark Kent's red leather jacket and the Blur's black trench coat. You can order yours from our online store now. Dean Cain, Gerard Christopher and Stacey Hyduck will be appearing as special guests at the 2012 Hollywood show in August. Held across August 3rd to 5th, the 2012 Hollywood show will take place at the Burbank Airport Marriott Hotel and Convention Center in California. In comic book news, PreviewsWorld.com gave us our first look at Kenneth Rocafort's Superman, which will feature as the flipside cover for the July Previews catalogue. Rocafort is the artist, joining Scott Lobdell as the new creative team, taking over the monthly Superman title with September's 0 issue. Comic books we reviewed this week included Superboy number 10, which was reviewed by Adam DeChannel, who said, "This issue marks the first time Superboy has had a proper full-on conversation, which was good to see," and he gave it a 3 out of 5. Mark Pritchard reviewed Smallville Season 11, Chapter 7, giving it a lowly 1 out of 5 rating, saying, "Chapter 7 is the worst this season so far." Superman comics available this week from June 20th include Supergirl number 10, Young Justice number 17, Batman Beyond Unlimited number 5, and Smallville Season 11 Chapter 8 digital comic book is available June 22nd. Brainiac is always a thorn in Superman's side. This week we're highlighting a selection of Brainiac comic books, statues, action figures and more, like the Superman Brainiac trade paperback collection by Jeff Johns for just $10.41. And stock is running out on the DC Direct Classic Confrontation Superman vs. Brainiac statue, priced at $229.99. These items and more are available from your one-stop Superman shop, the Superman homepage online store at supermanhomepage.com/shop. In other news, Larry Ty, author of the new book Superman, The High-Flying History of America's Most Enduring Hero, will join myself and Michael Bailey on Radio KAL Live, our live internet radio show set to be broadcast on Monday, June 25th at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Daylight Savings Time. Join us as we talk with Larry about his new book, discussing everything from the early days of Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, Superman in World War II, the introduction of Kryptonite, Christopher Reeve, and what he knows about the Man of Steel movie. The Superman homepage is pleased to be able to give away 5 copies of Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes video game for the Wii system. You've only got until June 26th to enter, so come to the website now to submit your entry. While DC Comics and Lego have launched their own Facebook giveaway, giving fans a chance to win an Xbox 360, the Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes video game, plus a Lego DC Universe Superheroes toy set. A tiny Lego Superman figure flew 500 metres above the city of London attached to an expensive remote control helicopter in preparation for the UK release of the LEGO Batman 2 DC Superheroes video game on June 22nd. Stunt organiser Gavin Murrell from Chaos RC said, "As massive fans of the LEGO games, we wanted to replicate what you can do in LEGO Batman 2 DC Superheroes." While we prepare the rest of our coverage of the 2012 Superman celebration, you can watch the 43-minute video of the Superboy Q&A session conducted with Gerard Christopher and John Rockwell at the website now. We've also posted a 45-minute video of the Q&A session with comic book creator George Perez from the Superman celebration. The Metropolis Chamber of Commerce and TCB Video Productions presented the 5th annual Superman Celebration fan film competition in Metropolis, Illinois, across June 8th and 9th, with the Three Stooges in Superheroes selected as the winning film. Check it out on YouTube. Ohio residents will have to wait a little longer to get their Superman license plates, celebrating Cleveland as the place where Superman was created, as DC Comics aren't happy with the original wording declaring the state as the birthplace of the Man of Steel. You can vote for your favourite alternative wording at the cleveland.com website. That's all the Superman news there was for the week June 15th to June 21st. I'm Steve Younis from SupermanHomepage.com.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Hello everyone, and welcome to another wonderful edition of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V, and thanks for watching. Now, I've been told over various times on different forms of social media that I just can't let a subject drop. I just won't let it go. I cannot release it. Now, what I say to those people is, it seems to me that you can't release it either. And therefore, just to once again prove that I'm right and you are wrong, I'm going to belabor the point further. I have heard many times over many different years how great Batman is compared to other heroes. Now look, here's a couple of old school variations on the Batman and the Superman costume. This is from the Year One Batman movie that DC released not too long ago. Along the same line, I've been told that I clearly don't like Batman, and that just isn't true. I like all superheroes. I go to see Punisher movies. I go to see Daredevil movies. I go to see, I didn't go to see Catwoman, but there are reasons for that, and you probably know them. I go to see Superman movies. I go to see Avengers movies. I like all superhero movies. I've seen the Kick-Ass movie. I've seen Wanted, which is kind of a superhero-ish type movie. I like movies where people have powers and use them for good, or sometimes get corrupted and use them for evil, in the case of Chronicle, which was also a great movie. I like Batman. I always have liked Batman. I loved the 60s show. I loved the first Tim Burton Batman. I thought they got out of control after that. I've already stated I'm not a fan of the Nolan movies because I don't find them fun, and I also don't find them to have too much depth or character, although I'm really in the minority on that because everybody that I talk to and everything that I read seems to say that they have the most character, the most depth, and the most excellent writing of any superhero movies that there are. Recently I've read another write-up about how great Batman is, and this one was in relation to the fact that The Amazing Spider-Man and Batman, The Dark Knight Rises are both coming out in such close proximity to each other. Who would win in a battle between Spider-Man and Batman? And of course, they seemed fairly neck and neck. I actually think that Spider-Man won one of the categories more than Batman did. They had categories like fighting style, and even though the writer could do nothing but praise how Batman has spent all of his life training, he ended that part by saying, but Spider-Man has super advanced reflexes, and it wouldn't matter what type of fighting style you had, Spider-Man would win. Another one was gadgetry, and it said that Spider-Man created his web shooters, but that's about it. He doesn't have gadgetry. Batman has an arsenal of gadgets at his disposal, so he would win in the gadgetry department. There were some other categories as well, but by the time we got to the end, the writer clearly showing himself to be a Batman fan. And I'm an everything fan. Superman, for me, is number one, but I like everybody, and I give everybody their fair share. And when I go to see a movie about one particular hero, I'm enjoying that hero. I'm not watching Avengers going, Superman is so much better than these Avengers. I only do it when you do it. So if you're going to do it, I'm going to do it. So for me to be guilty of belaboring the point, I'm actually only defending my point when you come out and say Batman can win again. So at the end of the article, the winner was Batman. And the reason that this particular writer said Batman would be the winner is, of course, if they went hand-to-hand, Batman wouldn't stand a chance. But they wouldn't go hand-to-hand. Batman's too smart for that. Batman would investigate. He would use his detective skills. He would find out who Spider-Man really was. He would show up in his apartment, expose his best Spider-Man uniform, and tell him that if he didn't back down, that he would expose his secret identity to the world. So Batman would win. Okay, that's reasonable. If he did that, I could see that, if that was a particular storyline. And any storyline, any particular person, any particular hero can win. If we ever went head-to-head with any other hero, as I've said over and over again, Batman wouldn't stand a chance. There could be a story, I said this last week, again, I'm not belaboring the point, where we could come up with a reason or a way that Batman could outsmart the entire Justice League or one hero and win. But in general, Christopher Reeve said it best on a documentary I watched about him once. Batman's a guy with a cool car. Superman is Superman. And you could say the same thing about Spider-Man, Aquaman, Plastic Man, Wonder Girl, any of the powered heroes. I know you like Batman. I like Batman too. I like all superheroes. But you're wrong. I'm right. Thanks for watching, everybody. And remember, always look up in the sky.